a coat of many colors. It is never black and white. Can't have one without the other. The dark without the light. In the summer we were lovers. With the flame our hearts would burn. A flame the autumn would smother and leave this heart to yearn forever blue, forever blue. I'm putting on a show for the world to see. No one will ever know that without you I'm forever blue. No more waking up early.
And hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's episode of Kindred of Fog City. I know you're all just as excited as I am to finally get to the action. But first, we got to do some intros. Why don't we start with our unfamiliar face? Darby, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself first?
Hi, my name is Darby, otherwise known as Chaotic Darby on the internet. I'm a TTRPG player, streamer, possum, and all-around menace on the internet because I have a soundboard that I like to press buttons on and do stuff, and I'm going to resist pressing a button right now. But you've seen me on this channel maybe on Stardust Ghosts on Wednesdays. Yes, I can say words. But tonight I will introduce my character at a later point. Her name is and she is Clan.
Excellent.
All right, and that was the end of Darby's guest spot. Foxy, why don't you go ahead and go next? Oh, no,
he left already.
Alright, now I'll play.
Why don't
Foxy.
you go ahead and go next?
Not with that.
This is already
Hello, I am Leona. You can find me on Twitter at the Leona People. Today I am playing Uma Shekhar, our Banu Hakim girl. Feel like I'm supposed to say more, but I don't remember because it's been a hot minute. But I'm glad to be back. She, her. Thank you.
And continuing right along, as we usually do, Dee, would you go ahead next?
Good evening, my lovely creatures of the dark. My name is Dee, and tonight I will be playing DJ Green, the Bruja musical warrior poet, who uses he, him pronouns, and I use any pronouns that make you feel included.
Continuing right along, Glaza.
Hey, I'm Glyza. I go by they, them. I am a person of many hats. I have a whole spiel, but you know what? Just go ahead and check out bio.link/classical Glyza for wherever you can find me, or just look for me on the internet by looking for @classical Glyza on all of the socials, because that's where I make all of my announcements, especially on Twitter. That's where I do it. Just follow me there, and I'll wear a hat next time. But also, what am I saying? I'm playing Aurora Bangon. I don't know what's gonna happen tonight, but we're gonna have fun.
All right, and continuing right along,
Hello,
that's
Twitch.
Tate.
Yep. Hello, Twitch. My name is Tate Washburn, and I will be playing Dustin today, the Tremere punk rock vampire detective hunter. Definitely murderer, but you know. And yeah, he's just a little grumpy today for reasons.
Incredible. And last but very not least, go ahead, Foxy.
Hi, loves. It's Young Foxy, aka Big Foxy, also known as your favorite Fox Philly's finest. And tonight, I reprise my role as Malcolm Duvernay, Toreador Savant, art connoisseur, and artist consumer. For your pleasure, of course.
That was our lovely cast, and I will be your storyteller. telling you the tale of these twisted kindred back in Fog City, where we set our scene tonight. It's been mere moments since where we last picked up. The evening is still ongoing. The moon is high in the sky. After revelations within the television room, our coterie is still sitting together. If I remember correctly, that is where you all were. It's been about a month since we played, everyone. Recovering from some sort of influence, Aurora has you finally feel steadied after your use of your domain powers, and you have the information now that was revealed to you.
That is correct. And I did reveal all of that last week. Unfortunately, I didn't take notes on that. All I know was that we are supposed to meet the black guy, black suited guy. I don't know.
The man in black is
There
the
we
term you're
go.
looking for. As to their race, you have no actual inkling to that.
It'll be fine. I'm sure it's understood. Cool.
Yes.
The man in
Um,
black is who we'll be meeting.
As a brief recap for our players, some of the insights that could be gleaned is the implication that this man in black and the Father Rictus are actually not connected in any meaningful way. It seems that Father Rictus is acting independently and has their own axe to grind, one might say. You also saw a strange scene at the beginning of an unfamiliar person. In particular, do you remember who that person was, or do you have a guess?
No. I don't remember.
Uh,
Do you want me
I
to
feel like this would be. Why don't you go ahead and roll me intelligence plus your awareness? Really quick.
Okay. Intelligence plus my awareness. 3.
The sensations were, suffice to say, very muddled and confusing, but there was something about this individual, and your brain just hasn't quite picked it up yet. But with this roll, what'd you get?
Successes.
How many?
5.
5 successes. This
Did it-
memory,
5 successes.
the sensations itself were very muted, but when you're face to face with this person, obviously, as far as kindred go, those in the same family or clan do not really bear any sort of resemblance to one another. But looking at this person, there's a couple things you could tell. The first, they were a caitiff, exactly like you. And the second, they held the same powers that you do now.
Exact same powers?
They seem to have some ability over perception and even time. And there was just some sort of air about them that made them feel familiar.
Could it possibly be somebody related?
I feel like that's a reasonable assumption to make, but as far as you know, if you're talking about relations other than Malcolm and your sires, you don't believe there are any.
Okay. Just making sure. I am later going to make a call to somebody just to make sure that they're all right.
Okay. Is there anyone you all have the room with each other. I believe the scene was still ongoing when that revelation happened. Does anyone want to talk to each other? Make plans?
I think our plans were that I would go with that I would go with I'm blanking on
Uma?
Liana's character. Yes, Uma's meeting.
Yes.
That it would be us.
All right. The two of you would be going to the meeting. As for the other three, what are the boys' night in doing? Anything in particular?
I actually think last session,
We were out last night.
yeah. Oop. Hence the
That is
previous reference to
correct.
murder.
That is where that is the last thing we left off with. But before
Good,
we
guys.
resolve
Have fun.
that, let's go ahead and check in with DJ really quickly.
Asa, dude.
What's DJ doing?
DJ is going to mostly just keep to himself. He's going to process a lot of the information and the things that have been happening recently. This is by far the most that he's interacted with any other kindred in a contained space. DJ's usually not this social. So DJ's going to enjoy some solitude and go to the I'd also like to purchase a copy of JFK's biography.
You make your way to a late open bookstore. The person behind the counter is some clearly college-age person with these thick black rimmed glasses and some sort of sweater pullover. They just scream hipster vibes all over as they sip an iced coffee despite how cold it is outside at night.
Mm.
As you're ringing up at the counter, they just look over the book. Ah, you're a history person, huh?
Only for certain people, you know. I hear a lot about how great this guy was. Thought he was kind of a piece of shit personally, but just me.
You wouldn't be alone about that. I mean, I recently graduated, but there's a lot of people who didn't like him for a bunch of reasons. One, a lot of anti-communists thought he was a bit too,
Sure, yeah.
But his own policies were very American imperialist, too much like the man.
Hey, does this person seem like the type of person I collect, Milan?
Why don't you roll me a wits insight for that?
Okay, word. How many dice? Okay. Sorry, that was too evil villain. I apologize. But that is 3 bestial successes for a total of 7 successes.
You start to pass them over and look at them, and then you're a little frustrated. You're not really quite getting a read. And you do it unconsciously, but your lips roll back on one side of your mouth. And you sniff the air. They're taken aback for a moment. As you get uncomfortably close, you realize you smell them. You smell the blood in them. Yeah, this is someone you'd like around you.
Sorry, I got allergies. Do you like music? You look like you got good music taste.
I mean, listen mostly to like new age stuff. But also like new age folk music is weird. I like, acoustic stuff.
Interesting. Would you would you mind actually helping me? It's a little dark out, and I don't really want to go out in the middle of the night by myself. Could you help me back to my car?
Oh, they look around and they see a completely empty shop. Yeah, sure. I don't think that's going to be a problem. You parked outside?
Yes, and you won't remember where we go. And I'll say that like just as though it's in conversation, and then snap in front of his face, and I'll activate awe.
Okay, and why don't you read me what awe does?
So awe is going to be in Auspex power. Hold on, I have to find it.
Awe is a presence power.
Yes, apologies. It's seen through with Auspex. There's so many pages in this book. I'm so sorry.
Here, I got it up.
Thank you.
Anyone in the presence of the vampire finds their attention inexplicably drawn to them. Those listening to the vampire speak might suddenly agree on subjects where they once held different viewpoints. While this power doesn't cause rapt infatuation, it's still strong enough to sway the minds of most mortals. So you add your presence rating to any skill involving persuasion or performance, as well as to other charisma-related roles.
Sick. And basically, I would just like to get this person away from any security cameras and feed on them for sweet, sweet rebellious nourishment.
You pull them into the alleyway. This person starts breathing a little heavier as you don't know where their mind is going, but certainly nowhere rated PG-13.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll me a d10 really quick before you do anything else.
Sure. That is... Where the hell did I just set that die? Oh, here it is. That is a 6.
6. Okay. Do you want to describe your feeding, or is there anything in particular you go about this, or...
It's actually very, very bland. Like, I just grab them, pull them closer to me, bite them on the neck, and send them on their way. There's not a great amount of ceremony in it. But I will leave a card in his pocket for a very particular club that I keep free on Sundays for sermon.
They have a look of shock about their face. If Malcolm were there, maybe shell shock would be a good comparison. They weakly call out to you. You can barely hear this with your heightened senses. Call. Do you want my number? But they're just an absolute puddle. And you make your way away from them. Go ahead and recover however many dots of hunger you need to go to 1 total.
Cool. Yeah, and after that, I would like to take a second to sort of angrily flip through the JFK biography and then, like, bury it somewhere. After I tear it to shreds. I hate the book.
Are there any... You see there's like a really obnoxiously posted like quote of JFK's right on the inner cover that really pisses you off for no reason.
Oh my god, fuck this guy. Tear. And I throw it in a fucking landfill.
And is there anything else you're doing with that?
No, that is my night.
All right. We go back now to first the two coming outside of the large global bank building. No actual bank shall be named for slanderous reasons.
Bank
And as the
derogatory.
cars as the car is being brought around by the local valet, you do feel a buzz in your pocket, Dustin.
Yeah, I'll take it out. Is it call, text?
It is a phone call, actually.
Yeah. Dustin was born before a cell phone, so he's not really have a weird funk about answering calls. He's just gonna answer it.
With no ceremony?
No.
You
You
savage.
want to?
He says, hey,
You excuse yourself before you take a call in front of someone, you savage.
Oh, is that your boss? You hear coming from the other side of the line.
I need better help. And Malcolm will keep walking.
yeah, well, I mean, and so Dustin's walking with you to the car, and he doesn't want to stop his day. He's like, yeah.
Oh shit!
And
sorry, I didn't mean to call you at work. You know this voice. It is the voice of the erroneously named person from last session. This is Lucina, the true Lucina, your colleague and friend.
mhm. So yeah, it's just gonna be casual. So what's up? Usually you text.
Yeah, well, this is a special case. Now, normally, you told me if there's someone who I really think needs your help, just to call you. Yeah.
Dustin internally is like, shit. Yeah, I did say that. Doesn't say anything, but he's like, ah, right. Life goes on, of course.
Right. Here's the thing. I can't think of anyone who might have done this. And I don't think you did this. But there's some freshly bitten who's very much clearly a Tremere, like you. And as far as I'm concerned, there's like pretty much only 2 people in the city it even could have been, and I'm confident it isn't you, and they're probably not powerful enough to belong to, well, your grandsire.
Dustin's just gonna sort of, yeah, that makes sense as much as it's very annoying. His brain's immediately like looking through like a Rolodex of possible anybody it could be, or any other options, and I'm assuming just comes up blank at like, how?
Yeah, you can't really think of anyone, because as far as you're aware, you haven't sired anyone.
Did I not kill that guy? In his head, just for a second.
No, you're pretty confident that person is dead. But yeah, there's, for it to be a freshly bitten of about your generation, you can't think of anyone in town that you know of. So this could indicate that someone new's in town. Yeah, they seem not great. They're kind of panicking a bit.
Well, I assume like we get into the car like mid conversation. So just imagine holds open door for Malcolm, and as Dustin's getting in, well, you know what? I don't know that I can blame them.
Yeah, should I drop him off at with the rowing team? Would that be a good idea? Where are you right now?
Dustin's gonna mute the phone. Back to Malcolm. Do we have other errands we need to run?
I'm rather bored with this evening. I'd like to head home.
Unmute. We're heading back right now. If you get there before us, don't leave them with the rowing team. At least make sure there's a Valkyrie around or something.
All right. I mean, this person could probably take all of them because they're not a thin blood. But all right.
It's not about the danger; it's about the bad influence.
Oh, that's definitely true. You don't want them to turn out like they do, huh? All right. Sounds good. I'll stick around.
Are you bringing more rabble around?
He's gonna hang up the phone. It's like, well, this one seems to be a special case, and I imagine the scene is Dustin starts driving off, and in the interim would explain, this is a Tremere, and I have no idea where they came from. But they seem to be of my generation, so valuable asset maybe. Trying to like get the boss to be a little more okay with this.
I am finding this city has far too many messes I can't keep clean. If we can keep this one under control, at least, that'd be preferred. I'll allow it, just have someone clean the floors up first before we dirty them more.
And sure. Don't even know that there's a mess yet. For all we know, someone
Oh, they are
left
the
him
mess.
here and
That by now.
Mm.
All right.
Yes, I think that's it.
As you are driving back, the evening drizzle starts to hit the pavement as the ground becomes reflective and shiny. You're getting close to the manor, and you actually do. Now, remind me, the guest houses, which were formerly servants' quarters, are they within the walls of the manor itself?
Yeah,
All
just to the far corner was my understanding.
Yep. Yeah. You take the side entrance that passes by. You do see Lucina standing outside, leaned up against their car with a cigarette in their mouth, which they quickly douse on their thumb when they see you two pull up. Hey.
I mean, I assume I'd have to park the car first and all that, but I'll stop and roll the window down. So,
They look towards where you are sitting, and they say, "Thank you for your allowing me into your home, Mr. Duvernay."
Malcolm will say absolutely nothing to that, and instead just look at Dustin and just show some decorum. Introduce the sire of your house, please.
Malcolm Duvernay, this is my Malwa, Lucina. I cannot read that very small name. Cadius. Sorry, Cadus. I'm like, that's very small text, unfortunately. Sorry.
Malcolm will then turn back, perfect smile, take her hand, kiss it a bit. The pleasure is mine.
You see that they're dressed pretty similarly to how your own employee is dressed, with the punk rebel style leather jacket over a ripped tank top and jeans that have seen way too many razor blades cutting over their knees to make that fine white crisscross mesh.
I imagine the jacket's still very like practical. Like that's something Dustin wouldn't insist on. It's like, no, there's gotta be like pockets and shit in there. You need to carry stuff.
Oh yeah, you also see the flash of like the holster that's inside the jacket. This kindred never goes anywhere unprepared.
Exactly.
Well,
who's the new kindred?
This is a little awkward, but she opens the trunk. They were a little hysterical, so I did have to like tie their hands a little bit.
Am I awake?
Yeah, you're awake. Calm down.
Yeah, hand over immediately.
All right.
These are the people who will help you and tell you what's happening to you.
It's like,
and then she's gonna pull out a pocket knife and just slash the restraints.
So yeah, Dustin's like, hey, I'm gonna move my hand, and when that happens, we're gonna have a conversation, all right? It's all gonna be okay, yeah?
You scream again, I'm walking inside.
Hyperventilating, but like nodding. I can't keep doing that or I'm gonna pass out.
Remember how I was explaining the person who is kind of like your family, like almost like your vampire family, essentially? Yeah, that's your vampire brother.
Yeah, I mean, Dustin's gonna remove his hand away and try and give her some space.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
I'm actually gonna like kneel down to like get more eye level with this new person. It's like, hey, what's your name?
Minerva, but please don't sell my organs. I smoke.
I told you like 8 times, we're not gonna sell your organs.
You also don't smell like cigarettes, so do you?
No.
Yeah.
I found them trying to break into an ambulance to steal blood bags.
I was really hungry, and something smelled really good.
I'm
and something
certain
was in a
one
trunk.
of the someone is preparing something worthy of one such as us. Dear, and tonight was messy enough. Well,
I'm
Dustin,
sorry.
it's
Mm.
not a problem. Malcolm says, seemingly very genuinely towards Minerva, but then we'll look over towards Dustin and just, well then, your kin, your pup, your kennel, your problem.
There is like a bit of a like sigh. Tries to keep it quiet, but like visible shoulders up and down. Like,
Listen, man.
yes, sir.
If you didn't want to take in every stray, you shouldn't have literally told me to bring you to every stray.
Yeah, but this was more of a generally is more of a rehousing situation.
Dustin's what I call a misfit finder. He gathers the broken.
Listen, I mean, you helped me out real nice, so I still owe you for that.
Far. Hence, why tolerate you?
Yeah.
Well, Dustin's gonna keep his attention though on Minerva and be like, all right, you got 2 options right here. We can go get you something to eat, or I can ask you some questions. Which one you want to do first?
Can we do both? Like,
Well, something
what?
tells me you're not going to be able to pay much attention while you're eating this time, but let's give that a shot. And we'll help her out of the trunk into the guest house.
Yeah. Minerva's gonna stumble a little bit getting out of the car, like her foot catches on the trunk.
Has to catch her. All right.
If you were worried about the rowing team, they're all up playing Super Smash Bros. Right now, so I mean, maybe a quieter environment might be better. I mean, I remember when I was first turned, I didn't really react like screaming. I sort of reacted by eating 3 people.
Call
Like,
We all
ow?
react differently.
give her the third study for the night and no longer.
Yes, sir.
The 3 comments at the same time. She picks up on Minerva's. Only if they're lucky. No, you drink blood now, so
I was gonna
What?
ease her into that. How about for that? For that, you're gonna go get me a bag from in there while we take her to the manor.
Alright, fine. And within, like... Lucina is not the type to use front doors. Fully just jumps into the open window on the 2nd story, and then just comes out with the bag.
Never does anything by halves. Alright.
It's my punk rock mystique!
That's fair.
Malcolm just
Yeah.
these 3 gaggle of interesting individuals and will simply sigh for a bit to himself and then just say, I'm not rich enough for this. Oh wait, yes I am. Never mind.
Are you also my vampire brother?
That's
No.
more complicated. Here. And I'll just take the bag and gesture her towards the manor.
To save
But I'm
a little bit of
vegetarian.
time, to save a little bit of time, we can skip you actually explaining the basics of vampire life, like clans, powers,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Hand her the V5 book and just go here. So read through the first 35 pages of this, and then
Wow,
It's a
we
little
rough
bit
up
I
that
am being
experience
caught up.
ish,
flip
and
back and
then
forth. It's, you know.
I do want some flavor of when Dustin explains this is a bag of blood. You're just gonna have to eat into it. I think Dustin probably has he has his knife on him, but he generally just tears a corner off when he's gonna eat it, and will convey that as proper technique for blood bagging. But I want to know what Minerva's reaction to that is. How does she first dig into that?
I think she's holding it at arm's length. And then just sort of
Yeah, give it a good smell. It'll get more appetizing when you smell it.
I usually treat him like a big Capri Sun. I just jab a straw in.
Oh, do you have a straw? That would be. Is this like Twilight? Am I gonna sparkle now?
I'm going to kill me.
No, you'll
no.
burn if you go in the sun.
Oh, okay. So this is like classic vampire rules. Can I not?
Yeah.
Can I not cross the bay anymore? Do I have to?
Okay, some classic vampire rules.
Okay. Is there a manual or something? Like a core
We're gonna get.
core rule book that I can read? Maybe it's a couple of
Don't take my joke, yo.
Like
Joke
Cultural
colonizing.
appropriation,
Hate
dog.
to see
That's
it.
crazy.
I'm a student at at San Francisco State, and I don't know. I'm really good at studying.
Well, and there is a library, and I think that's part of the explanation that we just skip over is here's this library, a lot of vampire lore.
Books.
But
Sorry, are you just freely picking about the library?
I think this is the basic library, not the deep lore one.
Okay, all right, all right.
So, vampires for dummies.
But
If you are in the library, you know who else is there. Is our good friend not Lucina, because that's not her name. It's Velena.
Nice.
She is still there. She has been since this whole evening.
And I'm still trying to not talk to her.
you don't have to
As
follow
long
us.
as inhumanly possible.
Hello, are you also a vampire sibling?
I'm gonna go
I'm
in
the only one.
there in the library while waiting for Uma to be ready to meet the man in black. I will be waiting in the library to doing my research about doing some D.
Dick.
D.
Nope.
Come on
Uh,
come on now, come on.
Come
So I
on,
do think we could-
you?
All right. Speaking of coming, Lucina just snaps the book closed when seeing all of you come into the room. That kind. Oh,
Again, not
dear.
Lucina.
Right, Velena. Some rhyming names.
Dustin will be very official, and it's pardon me, my lady.
Oh, did you all hire a new maid? That's excellent. I broke the bed last night.
We'll have someone come and fix that. No, this is clan matter of mine. She's newly turned. I'm explaining some things.
Malcolm lets the help dictate their clan matters in his home, huh?
Well,
Generous.
I think Dustin's gonna hold back, but there's definitely a moment of him wanting to say something, but you know what? Not. He's we were just here to borrow some books. We'll be out of your hair momentarily, and is going to grab a few and have this conversation elsewhere. If the
Can
person
I
in charge of
also-
my bosses.
Thank
Huh?
you.
Can I also walk into the library just so I can witness everything that is about to go down?
Aurora is peeking through the bookshelves.
Low key, I feel like Uma's like not far behind you, like one bookshelf behind you, peeking between books.
Just both of them around the corner.
What is
I'm not
Or
hydrated.
like one shelf and then one shelf lower over to the left, just like.
Yeah.
She just looks at all of you in the room. I'm not hydrated for this many people at once. I'm going to leave.
Do you want some of my baggie?
I think that the bag is empty, and Dustin's like
Oh,
going to put the hand, like, hold that down, be like, "Mm-mm."
All right, you know what? Fuck it. If you're all gonna be newsy bitches, then I guess I should walk into the library too at this point, right?
Can we just all be here? Because it would be great.
Yeah. DJ, would you like to say this happened before you left?
Yeah, just sure, yeah.
All right.
I'm just peeking at the
Actually,
library.
maybe I will stay, seeing as this might be incredibly entertaining. Don't mind me. And she just pretends to open up the newspaper again, but is clearly like peeking over it, watching you all.
Thank you.
Well, I would want to leave then.
Be formal, like, do I bow? Is that
How-
something? Do I have to curtsy?
How about you follow my lead, and we're going to find our own quiet corner, because I have answers and questions.
In that order?
Yes, in that order. And is going to try and find a corner that is less in everyone's way, if not another room. But I feel like if everyone's here, I almost don't want to make everybody move. But it seems like everyone's interested, so he's just going to roll his eyes, squeeze the bridge of his nose, and like, all right.
When you do lead Minerva to a little corner, Aurora immediately takes a seat right next to her and goes, "You're new."
Oh, hi, you're really pretty. I'm help me.
To her, this is Minerva.
Hello.
You were right. She is new. Minerva, this is Aurora.
Yeah, hi.
Is everyone this hot? Why is everyone hot? Is that a
Well-
thing? Is that a vampire thing? Is that a kindred thing?
I think it's more of a Malcolm thing than a.
Yeah, because Malcolm's really hot.
Well,
He's
Malcolm
really
just
hot, and
also
everyone's
just
really hot,
keeps a
and I
few.
don't-
Malcolm and Aurora are especially skilled in that. Here,
Okay.
I mean, thank
we
you.
can go over some quick basics. What are the big
Darling,
questions?
I'm offended. I'm right here.
Dude, I do want to say that Minerva, you're not a slouch in the attractive department yourself.
That's definitely like. Yep.
No.
If you're going to flirt with my new kindred, it's going to make the answers and questions a lot harder.
Why?
Is it?
It is. You're distracting her.
I didn't say anything.
And Minerva?
I just said Malcolm keeps baddies on retainer, and that's literally what happens here.
He's not wrong, by the way. Malcolm says from across the room.
Huh.
He learned it from me, dears.
Uh-huh.
Quest.
So fucking much. Ooh.
Now, if we can stop terrorizing our lovely new friend Minerva, that would be great.
Of course. I was just curious if she's like you, Dustin.
Yes.
Sorry.
Do a quick introduction of everybody, just so I don't have to do it one after the other. It's like, yes, I wanted to get her questions out of the way, but this will cause new ones. But yes, she is also a Tremere, and the problem being, I don't know who else that could be.
And you didn't tell her, right?
No.
I've never
He,
heard
like, the
of-
empty bag, it's like, shakes it. No, I haven't.
Okay.
Well, Minerva, if you ever need anything or ever have any questions at all, I am always happy to answer them or give you a quiet space to chill out, whatever you need. You know, I'm
Alright.
pretty sure you're in good hands with Dustin. But in case you ever want to see, I don't know, like another perspective, I'm here for you.
Kiss or a hug. I'm also here. No
That's
matter-
Aurora's department.
Is that
Better-
offer open to everyone, or is that just a Minerva thing?
My dearest DJ, I've
Mhm.
already offered it to you, didn't I?
I just like hearing you say it.
Okay.
Well, if you all want time to powwow, you can have this space for quiet. I'd have words with the Lady Valena, if it would please her.
I mean, I'm all ears.
Words in
Shall
private,
we?
if
Stay
preferred.
here. No, they're leaving. Damn it. Sorry, Malcolm.
You're fine, and in fact, I suddenly don't feel the urge to move anymore. Why not? I'll cut right to the matter of things. Why are you here?
Me?
No,
Not
I-
you, Poppet.
The,
Please.
the other one.
Some quiet? Thank you.
Okay, because I was thrown in a trunk. I didn't really get a chance.
yeah.
No,
I think in
enough
the
on that
background of this
basis. Thank you
conversation,
very much.
I think the back of this conversation is just Dustin going over like basics
Yeah.
of the whole situation.
Do we just cut briefly and you see Lucina's joined the rowing team and they're all playing Smash?
I assume
Just
she's
taking-
winning.
Yeah, no, she mains Fox.
Damn it! Right,
And if you want to, shit, they'll hit my lineup. Talk about. Gotcha, Shorty, Main, and Fox. Writing it down to the line right now. Anyway, moving forward with the discussion.
That's really good.
Oh my. Yeah, right.
Good, isn't it?
Why am I here, Malcolm? I told you I'm here on business. Your premier, although I don't know why they don't just call themselves Prince, asked me here.
And yet, you appear out of nowhere, and everything suddenly begins to spiral rapidly out of control. Like so many other times in my life before. What's new this time?
With me, well, I mean, I did some shopping in GQ the other day, found a couple of models I'd like. So, other than what I'm doing in the city, I can't quite tell you yet. Trust me, I'd love to, dear, but your premier has sworn me to secrecy until after it is done.
And I suppose the reason you are here in my estate is because of whatever elaborate scheme you'll cook up for the premier service will require me, or at least what I have available. Again.
Can't I come and visit my dear child every once in a while?
I'm sure you do plenty of times. And yet you're here seeing me right now.
Ouch. No, if you must know, Malcolm, Jericho has not spoken to me in quite some time. In fact, he didn't even tell me he had a new child, actually, looking over at Aurora.
Completely listening into the conversation. Aura's going, yo, that's me. Jericho's my dad.
As fascinating as that is, the only silver you'll find on me is in my hair. Give me a better reason.
Well, this is a time that I would rather have privacy with you then.
All this time, and now you make requests. Quaint.
I've been doing my best not to inconvenience you as much as possible.
Lie to me again, and I'll. If privacy is what you want, then you'll have it. This way.
And she...
Well, I kicked Tate out. My bad.
Oops. Is the overlay alright?
No, I think we fixed it.
Okay. She gets up, barefooted in the slim black dress, very careful to walk in a way that makes everyone around her notice. All of you for a moment are compelled to almost follow, but you just stay glued to your seats by some invisible force of will, even.
Does this like it does
There's
seem
no,
like an invisible force?
there's no like tangible force. It's just she just is clearly using
Just
presence to
dragging
make
a
it look.
wagon
Okay,
back there.
okay,
What you
Yeah.
talking
okay.
about? You go get look. All right, we can admit it.
No. I was genuinely asking if there's presence because I feel like Uma would be the type of person to like try and like approach Malcolm, but if she's stuck, then she's not going to be able to. So there's probably like a moment of like her like trying, but like her muscles just like kind of being like stuck in position, almost like a jerking motion, and then she kind of just takes a deep breath and just like sits back down.
And she follows barefooted to wherever Malcolm leads her.
Just the side room. There are a couple side studies in the library that can be kind of closed and locked if you need privacy for reading or whatever else I decide to involve with for the evening. Or
Malcolm is rich enough that you could say on every floor there is a separate sauna based on a different region of the world, and I'd just accept that.
You know, I like that idea. We're going with that. This one's Singapore.
Okay. Awesome. A Singaporean sauna on the third floor.
Saunas in Singapore? I don't fucking know. There are now. I'm rich enough that I put some there just so I can emulate them in my own estate.
Nah.
I'm assuming the sauna is not like on.
No, unless she wants it to be, I suppose.
Well, Malcolm, have you brought me in here to drive a stake through my heart and drink my blood finally?
As much as I would love to honor that with a yes, I will not lie about how I feel about you in front of your face.
Well, since I'm confident you're not the study of what I'm here for, your grand premiere has grown paranoid in their respectable age at this point. They see enemies around every corner, and she brought me in to do a little bit of sleuthing. I have been taking meetings and smoozing my way in with members of the court to try and discover some sort of treachery. As of yet, I haven't found any. I know you're not stupid enough to be so brazen about it, and nor would I ever even overturn you if you were.
That, however, does not keep me off of your list of suspects.
Then I suppose I should ask. What are you plotting, Malcolm? Should I be worried about you?
Malcolm spends several seconds saying nothing and says, I will answer that question in 3 parts. The first, the public answer. No. My agendas remain as they always are. To maintain my position and ensure that our masquerade, our society, flows as normal. The second, the professional answer. My goals are my own. I seek my own power, my own will, in my own way. And those who would prevent it, I seek their end. The personal answer, then, for the third. And he leans closer. Nothing would bring this dead heart more joy than knowing you had worry in your heart for me.
But I do worry for you. And she almost reaches out to touch the side of your face, but pulls back.
You've pulled that one before.
I mean this in the best possible way, Malcolm. I do wish I never sired you. You could have had a happy mortal life. now you're stuck with me.
A life spent taking orders for the more powerful, at the behest of those with less power than me. And instead, I gained an immortality of doing the exact fucking same.
Well, I haven't gone unpunished for my crime of siring you either. Just when I was free of all my debts, suddenly everyone and their mother decided, oh, let's hold this crime over me. I'm not
Then can I
supposed to
level
have
you
two
with... Sorry, go ahead,
children.
please.
Yeah. And worse yet, in my jealousy, I refuse to let anyone take you off my hands and take care of you.
Malcolm kind of stops for a second and leans back a little bit, seemingly thinking about or chewing on those last words for a bit. I am sorry things have not been easy. I will do you the favor of offering you one last, very uncomfortable truth. The thing that I want more than anything else, more than the money, than the revolution, the status, more than the art, the one thing I want is to prove you right.
Prove me
You see, I
why.
think,
Go ahead.
I think I finally understand, regret or not, why you sired me. I don't think it's that you knew the things I'd go on to do. No, I'll claim this bloody history all on my own. But I gained something amidst all the humanity I lost. A very, very universal truth. And I hope to all the gods in the heavens and below them that if the last thing I'm capable of doing has no other power, it gives you that same truth. Would you like to hear it?
Of course.
Malcolm at this point is now inched himself to within, let's say, half an inch or two of her face, lingering his lips above hers, and just, you know what? No, I think he'll actually kiss her if he's cool with it. Why not?
Yeah?
Yeah, he'll kiss her just once, and then lingering his lips right there, just, death is nothing compared to vindication, darling. Enjoy your evening.
As you walk towards the exit and you're halfway out the door, I want to prove it to you that I'm genuine this time. Maybe I've gone soft in my old age too.
We'll do you the final favor of believing that.
And as you close the door behind you, that soft click that in the silence sounds almost deafening, imprinted in your memory for years to come. And that's the last you see of Elaine and Nervo that evening. What are the rest of you all doing while that's going down?
I am gossiping. I am telling exactly my relationship with Valena, my dad's, to Minerva. That is exactly what I've been doing. So you see, basically, I have like two dads, and
Okay.
one of my dads is a Malkavian, and the other is a Toreador, and
If
they
you'll
sort
let
of
me, I love the idea of Dustin sort of pops in every once in a while where you like, my two dads is like, she means sires. As like trying to give her
Okay.
correct terminology the whole
Yeah.
time.
Do
so
you
my
think
dad.
you
But,
can donate
yeah.
one? Because I don't like.
Do you
Do
want
I?
it?
Do they? I don't know. I don't have one. Or I guess do I have a dad? Or are they
That's-
automatically all dads? Is that just a term
You
for
want me to?
what?
I'm trying so hard to teach Minerva how this works.
Don't.
It would be just so much easier if you let me finish the he has a book open that's like the Tremere Pyramid and just like a lot of old sires and like trying to explain this, and I think that your gossip is just way more engaging.
Yeah, she's like Minerva's multitasking though. As getting the gossip is like reading the book and like scribbling. You know those like people who are like ambidextrous and they like write notes with two hands. Minerva's doing that with like a journal. Like she's just like slams a journal out and it's like taking notes, like looking back and forth.
Yeah. So I'm you're newer, which is
Okay.
nice.
Do you know if can I still drink coffee if I mix blood into it? Because like I really like coffee. It helps me stay awake. Do I sleep?
Possibly.
Don't.
Okay. Interesting.
You do sleep during the day in a coffin. This is. I have so many things I need to answer to your questions.
The coffin is not standard.
Okay.
All right, fine.
The scary guy in all black that bit me. Is he on this pyramid?
Wait, hold on. Yeah, nope. We need to actually
Wait,
question there. That's
wait.
time out. Okay, so the very simple answer to that is we have no idea who that is, and also, in all black. Elaborate, please.
You?
Like what? Sorry, can you say that again?
Somebody in all black bit you?
Yeah. I mean, that's like the last thing I remember before waking up and was like super hungry, and then there was an ambulance there.
Minerva? Minerva?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to take a deep
You're really
breath.
close to my face. Do I breathe anymore?
It's okay. I'm gonna need you to take a deep breath, anyways. Nice and slow. Good girl. And then that did not have the intended effect. Fuck.
You just like it was a deep, calm breath, and then wheeze.
That was incredible. Oh my god, that was incredible. Tell us everything about that night. Slowly.
Okay.
Dustin now gets his notebook out. It's like, yes, start when you left the house that night.
Okay, so I left my apartment. I live alone. I don't have a roommate because I kind of interrupt when I study. And I really need to focus.
Not that detailed. After you leave the house.
Okay. So I leave house, walk in alley. Man in black attack me. I die, and now I'm here. Where?
Yes. What direction did you go? What street were you on? Did you notice anyone unusual?
I mean, I'm really bad at street names. It was like a
North?
5 to 10 minute walk. I kind of did from where I was. It's kind of by the Arcos that's near the Starbucks, but not the Starbucks that's next to the McDonald's. The one that's near.
Going to hand on your hand slowly.
Okay.
Give you the pencil. Address. Your house.
Oh, my house. Okay, I can give you that, and she'll just like scribble like 69-420, like an actual address, but like.
Doesn't copy it down. It's not important.
Yep. Okay.
Did you go left or right from your house?
I went lefty forward. I kind of crossed the street and went forward, and then kept going left. I was trying to. What was I trying to do? Where was I going? I was meeting my friend Charlie. We were going to go to the library, to study.
Okay.
Okay. And, I was walking, and I walked by this really dark alley, and I try not to, like, I tried to like walk fast and look at my phone, but then like I kind of looked to the side and I saw this like, guy in all black, and it kind of looked like he was doing a drug deal. I don't know. He looked really shady.
How
and he was
so? Were there
holding,
other people there?
There was like someone else there, but he was like holding like a bag of pills. It looked like they were kind of like, I can't. It was like white and red, but like maybe it was blood. But they were like little baggies, and he had like a little baggie. And he was doing like the. I didn't think people did this in real life, where they have the coat and they're like, like, do what's right. Like he was doing exactly that, which was incredibly
Cool.
like
Cool.
weird. So I was
Okay.
like stood and stared because
Cool.
I did like I did a one take, and then I did a double take,
Hey,
and then I did
hey,
a
hold
take,
on.
and then I quadruple take. And then he saw
Hold on.
me, and then he dragged me into the
Blah.
Yep. Any other details about what people looked like?
It was really dark.
Okay, that's fine. There's no
Um,
judgment here. I'm just asking. It's fine.
Just, he had a face. He had a face. That's not helpful.
Uh-huh. It's like, look, how
uh,
about we give some explanation now? It seems like you're a little flustered. We can come
Okay.
back to this.
Yeah. Did I
So,
do are vampires part of the cartel?
no. I'm
Not
sure
Some
there's
of them.
some in the cartel.
Or
Yeah.
I know a
Not-
couple.
not specifically. Probably a couple. You're okay.
Pretty much everywhere.
This
Okay.
one in particular, in fact, funny that you mentioned that it looked like a drug deal. This one in particular is kind of basically doing a drug deal type of a thing. We've been looking
We're
for him,
assuming it's the same guy.
assuming
mean,
it's the same guy. It sounds
not
like
like
the same guy.
the guy we're chasing has a copyright on black. He's not Kapoor. Hey.
Yeah, the Bean Man. He fucking sucks.
Yes, the Bean Man. Tangent, though. So, basics of this. You and I are in the same clan, like I've been explaining, but we don't know who that man in black is. And we're trying to find him.
Okay.
At least we know he's in your clan too.
It's good to know they're not, but that's a little scary, right?
Yeah. And he was. I tried to pepper spray him, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
Am I immune to pepper spray now? Is that like
Yeah.
You
Do I
want me
have
to try?
superpowers? Can I fly?
Do you want me to try to pepper spray?
Oh,
Probably
I-
not yet.
I did steal this book off of him. It's
But
got
what does the book look like?
it's like
Out of character, I want to know what it looks like, because Dustin may interrupt you if it looks very important.
Intelligent occult for me.
All right. Where is... I got 2 successes. Got a 7 die. Damn.
Do you
One is a
speak-
crit success.
Do you speak ancient Egyptian? Malcolm. Not Malcolm. Dustin.
I probably not.
I would say probably not.
I have no idea where I would look for that.
I mean, this would just be if you think your character might speak it, but I think your
Well,
character
that's the
already
question.
knows.
With
I think
3
your
dots
character-
in a cult,
I would not call ancient Egyptian an occult knowledge. No,
Fair.
I think
Okay.
the language might be.
Yikes!
Cancelled.
Yikes, dog!
How about academics? Do you have
he
any?
asked me
do
to
you have
roll
any
a cult,
particular
I
number?
assume. I only
Yeah,
got a 1 in academics.
I would say probably.
if-
You could probably. I think because we already established you know English and like some Latin. I think is what we said when you were researching before.
It's fair.
Right. Yeah.
If it helps, I have 2 dots in academics. If that helps.
I would allow you to
And
make a roll
I
to see
had
if you can
4.
potentially.
Can
But yeah,
Minerva read this thing?
possibly.
Okay, Minerva.
I just wanted to more know if Dustin would like
Minerva,
grab
you
it,
can-
if it's obviously a cult.
Minerva, you can strangely read it, no problem.
It says spellbook.
Yeah.
Are you a linguistics major?
I'm an archaeology major.
Oh, perfect.
But they make me take linguistics on the side. Does Minerva yeah, she probably kind of pieces parcel to piece it together.
Yeah. I think Dustin would take like the 3 bloodstones out of his pocket and just lay them on the table. It's like, yeah, that's very likely a spell book.
And she's just gonna paw through parts of it.
Uma
Both
absolutely is looking at.
Uma and Dustin, you can't read the words,
Mm.
but you recognize diagrams that are very clearly blood sorcery.
Yep,
And
I was gonna say that's a blood sorcery book, Dustin.
Yeah.
more than that,
And,
there are also a couple of pages that seem to be not blood sorcery, but some sort of alchemical component that looks a little different.
Hmm. Yeah, not really digging into it because it's not helpful. Dustin will. Yeah, that's a book of magic. We, pointing to him himself, know how to do magic. It's what I meant when I said not yet with flight. Although I wouldn't recommend going into it. It's not as useful as you'd think.
Magic. Sorry.
Before you get too excited, this isn't like point a wand and blow something up kind of magic. This is 10 minutes with a ritual kind of magic.
And
Okay.
sometimes it's not very pretty, like, eat an eyeball type of magic, so I wouldn't get too excited if I was you.
Aurora, give me a wits awareness roll.
Okay.
Hey, GM.
Yes?
Based on that lore sheet that I bought at the start of the game,
Yes?
I can speak Ancient Egyptian. DJ is just saying nothing. I would like to read
He's
page
not
when the
reacting.
book opens.
I respect it.
Perfect. And as we resolve Aurora's roll, I'll describe what this page looks like.
3 successes.
3 successes gets it because no one's trying to hide this at all. You look at this page, and it bears a resemblance to something you read during your research.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes a moment, but it does click after a minute. Or this is the... You don't see... It was written in the book you read as The Deflection of Wooden Doom, and that is a title similarly translated that you read, DJ. This seems to be a ritual about the protection of someone against stakes.
Minerva, my love, can I see that book for a minute?
Okay. Here? Can you?
Thank you.
Are you able to read it?
Dustin's giving Aurora suspicious eyes. Like,
Not really read it. It's part of the things that I saw with my fathers, my dads, they've been researching certain things for a while now and kind of curious what this could do. Are you able to read it?
Yeah, kind of. It's how good is Minerva at reading this, given background? Or is this something she picked up from her sire?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, actually, and it works well together. You're looking at this book, and this ritual is inscribed for you with directions, and you're confident you could recreate this if you wanted to.
Okay,
You don't have to explain to me what it does. At least, not right now. But know that I am curious about what this can do. That's okay.
okay, it's not, let's see. Finish blood, it says if you get stabbed, the piece of wood,
Yes.
it
Let's
breaks.
not talk about it right now. If you don't
You
mind.
break the stick. Okay.
Okay, let's talk about this later.
Okay. Alone or with other people?
Do you trust me to be alone with me?
What's the need for all the secrecy?
Yeah, from what Minerva just described, how rare is this ritual that would we recognize it from that description?
That description's pretty. This is definitely. What's the highest ritual you both know right now? I believe both
Third
of you
level?
have a level 2. You have a 3rd level?
I don't have a 3rd level yet now.
Okay. This is about at that level.
Hmm. Okay. I, Tate, know what this ritual is. I'm just wondering if
Yeah,
Dustin
same.
would recognize it.
Yeah. You've probably heard of it. It's
Hmm.
nowadays what it essentially does is it protects a kindred from being like pierced with a stake so that they don't go into torpor.
Hmm.
The version you all know, the version you two know of, is pretty short lasting though.
Hmm.
Hmm.
DJ, you see this, and so does Minerva since you can read it. This one involves a slight modification on that allows it to continue. However, the vampire who is under the effects of this has to becomes hungrier a little bit faster.
Where did you
Kind of-
say you got that book?
When the guy bit me, it kind of hurt, but not that much. But it fell out of his pocket when he ran, and so I just kind of curled up on top of it, and I guess I died on it.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you're super fucking dead now. So like what did you do before this? I mean, you just walked past this dude and he decided to
Well,
take a bite. I mean, you're cute, but like siring someone's generally a bigger deal than just picking someone up off the street.
I sort of did a really obvious like quadruple take. You know when you see something and you don't really register what you're looking at, and so you're like, oh, there's that thing. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? I kind of did that, and then
Yeah, just what he's trying to say is he could have just killed you.
That's what I would have done. I would have just snapped your neck and thrown your body in a gutter. But
maybe not that.
I mean, I'm not gonna do it now. It wouldn't even kill you.
what?
Maybe
Well, you're
maybe
Dead, remember?
dead.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a short list of ways that you can die now, and this protects you against one that's pretty universal. So
okay,
hold it close.
okay, okay. I'm gonna put it in my bag now. Just like takes off. She's like a little like, you know, those like backpack purses. Just sort of like jams it in there. It's like a bunch of little
Minerva.
books.
Minerva.
Uh-huh.
When I asked you if you could trust me, that isn't. That's not a question that I'm saying that you can. I'm begging that you can.
Oh, Um. Okay then.
I feel like Dustin has a good sense of Aurora enough that he could sort of lean into Minerva and be like, you're more likely to get your heart broken than anything else with her. You should be fine.
Okay, then sure.
Thank you. We'll talk soon. Okay?
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Neat. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So when can I start learning how to fly?
We can't do that.
So this is going to get more complicated, and I think it'd be good to not explain all the intricacies of breaking
The masquerade.
breaking the rules
It's funny you say that.
on camera.
There is actually a method to fly in Vampire.
There
There
is.
is, yes.
It's
There
another
It just very much
ritual.
breaks stuff.
Yeah. Like
There
That's what I
is,
was
but
referencing.
we're not telling the baby vampire that though. You know.
We're gonna have to go over the rules of the masquerade first.
Yeah, she like jumps off a building. It's like,
All right.
wee, I can fly, right? No.
It's the Spider-Man scene. It's a leap of faith.
And then just walks downstairs.
Don't.
But with that, this is the Uma. This time you get the text.
Oh boy, what do I get a text about?
It's from Alexi.
Ah, yes.
Reminder: we got like an hour before I'm gonna meet up.
Yep, I'll be there.
Well, he hits you with the "you up" first, just making sure you're not asleep, and then says,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You up?
"You
Okay,
up?" Because the
so-
meeting's tonight.
Well, if I get a you up, I don't dignify it with the response. So I hope there's a follow-up text. I will dignify that with the response. You're welcome. Listen, I have standards. I don't respond to you up texts.
I love
That's
this so
a good.
much.
That is a very good policy.
Respond to you up text, I send them. That
There
is
you go.
my
You and I
The
can
two
talk.
genders.
That you and I can talk in that case. Like,
I do both.
But with that, folks, we're gonna take a short break because we've been going for a little
A bit.
over like an hour and 20 at this point. Be sure to stick around to see what happens next tonight.
See ya.
Next.
Leave
Catch you
Sheldon.
Good evening and welcome back, meatbags, as we continue our story for tonight. What, a bit too aggressive? Maybe so.
that was a
But-
decision.
And Michelle too. I'm lost all around, frankly. Said Ted.
Well, what are people except bags of blood and meat? And sometimes bones.
And consciousnesses. Don't forget that.
Yeah, but
A
you can't
miserable
put that
little
in a
pile of
bag.
secrets. That's what humans are.
Well, anyway, you miserable pile of meat and bones. Let's continue. I think I mixed some things up there. As we begin, the text has just come in. Do all of you continue this scene immediately in the moment, or have you all prepped and are already on the way? And that's the good question: is who's going right now?
I mean,
I'm
I was prepped. So when the text comes in, I'll say, our Russian friend is giving us a very kind reminder to make sure we make it.
What was that about?
Just for the hell of it, I felt like doing it.
Should
Okay.
we then be rushing over?
Yeah, I like this one. I like
Alvin
this
walks
one.
back
Stop
over and
that.
goes, "Oh, that one pun too. Take it with you."
No,
Can we
no, no,
make
thank
a
you.
blood ritual that punishes people for puns?
Please get to work on it.
We can pontificate on it?
Oh.
I love it.
Sorry, I punned a lot in class. My professor had to ask me to stop.
Minerva,
Mhm.
never apologize for that. I love you.
I think maybe she should apologize. Like, to himself, that's. I'm thinking maybe
I
she
think
should.
you just broke the new one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Sometimes I can't control it.
Well, I need to set up her living quarters, introduce her around. So yeah, you two should do the thing that we planned. To Aurora, anyway.
And I turn to Minerva and tell her exactly where my room is.
Is that,
Just-
is that...
Down the hall, 3 to the left.
If you're curious. I'll see you later.
Where are you going?
To
We
meet
have
the
a-
person who bit you.
Uh,
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Should we bring her?
Please.
Dustin's
Why
like,
Just to make sure.
Yeah, why don't you come with us? Have a little field trip.
How
Okay.
about the new kid exercises their legs and I go with them to make you more comfortable, Dustin. And I'll watch everybody.
I
What
always-
if we all went? Safety in numbers, right? My kindergarten teacher always said that the they don't believe in the buddy system, they believe in the herd system, so maybe they won't kill me again.
this is. I don't. Dustin's gonna have to think about that for a second, but we'll look at D and remember D carries some very large guns.
DJ.
And just. Sorry.
You forgot the
DJ.
J.
Yeah,
Right. Just. I better go with.
The whole trip now. It's a whole field trip. Should ask Malcolm if he wants to join us.
Malcolm, are you gonna?
I don't presume to know what Malcolm wants at any given moment until he tells
Yo,
me.
Malcolm!
Right here.
Will you
Thank you. Very
join
much.
Oh
us?
shit, what up?
Hello.
You wanna go? Or
It was
what?
right behind him.
You trying to ride?
This is the meeting to go meet with our associate, yes?
I wouldn't
And
call
it's-
him an associate, but yeah.
This is more of a stealth mission to observe him.
I mean, if you stay here, there's a higher chance you'll have to talk to the old lady, so.
Suddenly I'm sold.
Speaking of which, are you alright?
I've seen worse days.
That didn't sound like a yes, though.
No,
I
really
wouldn't
good.
lie to you all.
But you didn't answer the question, so it wouldn't technically. Let's just get in the car. I don't really care.
Let's just go.
You'd be
Malcolm
alright.
just blinks and walks.
Dustin was going to get the hearse, but now that Malcolm is here, we'll get a nice car.
Exactly.
Can Minerva
Thinking,
awkwardly go up to Malcolm and just pat?
Can't do the Panamera. It's too many people involved. We gotta black something big out. I'm thinking maybe the Escalade. You mean?
Ooh.
Take the Escalade or the Rolls truck? What are we thinking? What's the?
Those are all car names to me and makes no sense. I'm sorry.
A little bit subtle, a little less obvious, a little
So the
bit
Escalade.
to get away with it.
Escalade, definitely
Because it
Escalade.
ain't nothing subtle about the
Escalade.
Rolls truck.
5%
No.
Hey,
5%
Dustin.
14%.
The white Ford Bronco,
I
maybe?
know, you know.
Dustin,
Mhm.
you mind if I drive?
Yeah, it's the most durable car we have, so.
Go.
If anything breaks, look at Dustin. Steal your paycheck.
I'll be in
Drive?
shotgun.
The fuck?
No, I called shotgun first.
Oh, she's
I don't-
definitely sitting up front with me. Like, no,
Cute.
no disrespect to you, but I would love for Aurora to be in the front seat.
Thank you. Also, I called shotgun first.
That's
So here's the question. Those two are
Mhm.
in the front, and if I remember, is this a car with three tiers of seating?
yeah, yeah.
Who's in the middle two seats and who's in the back two?
I'm in the back, obviously. I'm not. that's
Minerva's
not-
in the
In the
back
way
in the
back.
middle, just like squished.
So you're just leaving Dustin alone in like the actual middle.
In the middle seat?
I'll
So
take it back.
does so it's Minerva sitting between Uma and Malcolm. Just these two.
Then the middle section is Dustin and an empty seat.
Yeah,
And I'm driving in. Okay.
Dustin probably sat assuming someone would sit there, and then everyone goes back there and just. Yeah, all right.
Nah, fuck it. I don't care. Being an asshole. So Malcolm's gonna cross his legs and look at Minerva directly and just. I was hoping for personal space, so and gesture downward.
You need to get up here.
I'm sorry. Also, I'm sorry. That lady, you didn't. You came back. And you had.
You don't need to apologize for anything
I
else.
vibe. I hope you're okay.
You can just sit up here.
Was that your sire? I'm sorry, your sire
You can-
sucks. My sire
Dustin
sucks.
slowly moves her
apparently. Like,
to the
she's
seat.
Just getting
dragged.
She's still
dragged
talking.
off screen like she's bombing at the Apollo.
Yeah, my sire sucks. I guess we all suck because we drink blood. I'm sorry.
Hey, Darbs. Quick question.
Uh-huh.
Would Minerva say the hell if Malcolm kissed her?
Wait,
like
Minerva, what?
Minerva-
What was the other part of that sentence?
You shut the hell up if I kissed you.
Yeah, Minerva would probably, like, just turn bright fucking red and just, like, disassociate.
So I assume he does it.
Oh, doing that.
Yeah, just...
So for the rest of the car ride, there's just a bright red stoplight sitting next to you as you finally drag them into the middle aisle. So you just get to look at there's like steam coming off almost noticeably.
I should clarify. Entirely pragmatic. There is no emotion on his face. Just finally some quiet.
I feel like that's a move that you've definitely pulled on like public airplanes too and stuff like that.
Minerva's,
it's
like,
like just a power
completely
move, baby.
still, except for, like, fingers just, like, fiddling. Like...
It'll pass in about an hour.
You timed it?
Experience?
And with that, as the car pulls out of the driveway and rolls down the hill, you
I
make
wanna
your
make
way
it clear.
to...
I'm so sorry to interrupt again. Music is blasting out of this car.
So much for not being too oblivious or obvious or whatever. That's okay.
This needs to turn off
Fine.
when we're like 3 blocks away at least.
Yeah. Right after this verse.
Good verse. Did you write it?
We've all done it. We've all done it at least once. We've all sat in the car.
Sometimes you
and
spin
shot
the
one
block
verse.
to finish a song. It
True.
happens.
Facts.
I actually did write this one. I wanted you to
Yeah.
write up front with me because I know I mentioned putting you in a music video.
That's right, you did.
And I just wanted to go over with you because technically I'm a licensed intimacy therapist. And I wanted to know what your level of comfort would be with ass shaking on said music video set before you just show up and get blindsided out of nowhere.
Well, you did. Thank you for asking.
For sure.
I have shook. This is Glyza just like freaking out. I have some during my time.
I could tell. Yeah,
Yeah.
in the way
Yes.
you walk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, work.
Yeah.
I'll text you the details one night when we're not, uncovering secrets of the mysterious or whatever the fuck we're doing.
Yeah.
You,
Did I notice you?
Go ahead.
Did I notice you being interested in that book?
Not
I know.
particularly.
Yeah. I know you were quiet
interested.
about it. Yeah.
And now I
we're having a bit of a technical issue for the moment.
Where am I in relation to
Harvey, what are you doing?
the?
Well, all our
overlay
overlays got messed up, so
No, I know,
no one
but
can see
what-
anyone.
Why
I
is
think
Darby a
if I-
molecule formation?
If I push my face here, it's visible on
No.
camera.
I'm Darby now.
I'm
Yeah.
Darby
Look, it's visible.
Delicious.
I'm in D's bubble.
Were you about to
Hello.
say I'm an any? No one clip this chat. We're just gonna.
It's an Eddie on the screen.
Is this the
Mitch
version
needs
of
to
Vampiric
never
we're
be
doing?
recognized ever again.
It's an Eddie on the little under the
Please.
thingies.
My fucking kidneys can't take anymore. Okay.
I have a feeling that we should take a break. Just
Not a
another.
bad idea. Let's do that.
Not a
Just
terrible idea.
At least cut to the break screen, yeah.
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 Hello, everybody. Don't worry, I'm not going to call you meatbags again. We
Once
are
was enough.
back! Well, maybe if you're nice, I'll tell you. Alright. We are ready to continue where we last left off. Why am I saying this like it's the intro again? Because it's not. Before we had technical difficulties, the crew was in the car and we were on our way to a specific area of the city, heading towards the southwestern side, close to the shore. You all are sitting. The music has been turned down slightly, but it's still. These cars were definitely modified so that it's pretty quiet anyway. Got all of the tricked out modifications, so. You pull up. What's the plan, folks? What happens when you park, let's say, a block away from where you're supposed to meet up with Alexi?
Does someone wish to keep Overwatch?
I'll stay in the whip just in case we need a quick getaway. Besides, I won't be much use with the politics shit, so.
Well, considering I'm Alexi's contact, I think I have to be up front.
For sure.
I would like to go as well. And I give DJ a kiss on the cheek. Thank you for letting me join that music video.
Anytime you need a ride, just let me know.
Okay. And I step out
This
of the
isn't
car.
like that's his car.
Do you think I'm talking about a car?
Dustin won't respond to that. I was just, fair, yeah.
Alright, so who's getting out of the car? Who's staying in it?
Dustin's also going to get out and just, collect Morgan.
Who's Morgan?
Or Minerva, sorry. Minerva.
Who's Morgan?
No,
Right.
Alright, you collect the
Minerva.
famous
Wait,
pirate
Gabriel
Captain
Morgan?
Morgan.
I'm actually Morgan Le Fay.
That was more the energy I was going for, thank you.
like Morgan.
Minerva.
Anyway,
This is fair.
Anyway, so it's Uma, Aurora, and then Dustin and Minerva, and then Malcolm
although-
and DJ are staying in the car.
might as well.
And and then I guess almost more to Minerva to, you're muted, Fiona.
Ah, thank you. Do we want someone like sticking around to watch like from a building above? Do we want someone watching from like a distance in case they see something we don't see? Like, are we all going in up close except for Malcolm?
No, I was going to say, with DJ and Malcolm back in the car, I think Minerva and I split the difference, find a good place to hide to watch what you guys are doing.
Got it.
Then directly to Minerva, so that neither of us get shot at if this ends up going south.
Are bullets something I have to still worry about? I thought, like...
They're very inconvenient.
Oh, okay. I still want to see this person.
We'll be able to see it, just distance.
Okay. She'll
And,
still be, like, a little closer, like...
Yeah. Where are we headed? Oh, great, GM.
All right. Where you're headed is you are headed towards this. It's not quite an alleyway. It's not quite a parking lot. It's just an empty concrete area that's fenced off. There's a lot of lots like this that just haven't been developed.
Mhm.
Since 2008, a lot of these places just got demolished and then nothing ever came of it. As you head over, I'm assuming you two wait. So Minerva and Malcolm, not Malcolm,
Dustin.
Minerva and Dustin stay back.
If I
Aurora
could get
and-
Uma's attention,
yeah, you can talk.
I
before
would
this
hold out.
happens.
Well, I'd hold out a bloodstone of my creation to
Quest.
hers. Careful, yeah.
Thank you.
I don't want to have to teach Minerva everything alone.
That would be a tragedy.
How far of a distance or is Minerva going to be from... or is Uma and Aurora going to be from?
Well, that depends on where the next best hiding spot is. I like the idea that maybe this is happening out loud. How far? It's like we
How far?
just gotta find a good place to hide.
Are you sure? I like. What if
Not-
we need to like
Not
jump in?
too
Like,
far.
okay.
Don't go too far from me.
Yes, ma'am.
No, we're hiding.
No, dude.
Let me handle my
Starts,
student.
like trotting after Aurora.
You manage to find a place that is compromised, relatively secure, and also close enough so that Minerva can be within Aurora's aura.
Aurora.
Aurora.
That was the joke.
Aurora,
but I didn't
aura.
want to. Okay. Anyway,
Anyways,
Aurora
and then I'm
and
ready a handgun.
Aurora and Uma
You
walk
ready?
forward, and you see the familiar pale face and shark-like pointed teeth of Alexi. All right. Oh, you brought the friend, huh? Yes.
Seemed like a smart idea.
I mean, it's hard to sell, but all right. So, I introduce you two as potential new employees, right? That was the plan?
Mhm.
Got it.
I mean,
Cool.
if you need me to be like alone and like my friend to like stay a little bit back, we can do that too. But like, I prefer us to be together if possible.
Yeah, you know what? No, this works. I can introduce you both. It might
yeah,
actually
you
be
remember
better
me.
that way. Yes, I remember you. Thank you. And he just points to the bruise he has on the side of his head.
I'm glad you remember.
All right. Let's go meet the man in black, huh?
Please.
Mhm.
And as he walks with you two over to a part where the street light is very clearly out. The nearby ones are just barely flickering. Almost walking up, you barely hear the footsteps of this person as they round the corner, wearing a long black suit-like coat, black slacks, charcoal gray socks with black shoes. You can barely see any of this person. They're a little bit taller than Aurora, a little bit shorter than Uma. Masculine presence, basically, mostly based on the clothes they're wearing and the way they walk and carry themselves. And who's this? These are two people who, they expressed interest in making some cash on the side, so I thought I'd probably bring them to the resupply. See, maybe if you do interview, see how it's going. Yes, good. All right. Your names?
Janet.
Janet and Uma. Nice to meet you. Still, this person, you can't quite make out many details on their face as they have their hat pulled down, so the shadow cast over it just shows you the bottom of their mouth. Tanned-ish skin. Very smooth complexion.
Can Minerva start creeping forward a little bit to try and get a better view of this person?
I mean,
Okay.
my question would be: is there a place to hide that has a better view?
You could potentially make a stealth roll to get closer if you two want to.
That's not really. Is there a new place to hide that is closer that would have a better view, or would we just be like walking directly at him in the open?
You could probably dip to cover close by, but you would have to stealth to get there without making
Yeah, okay.
any attention drawn, stuff like that.
I mean, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, Darby, but I know Dustin would want to try and stop Minerva from doing that. but he also can't make a lot of noise. So I'm gonna say, if you want to, he'd be like,
And why do you two want to sell for me? Not really a thing people just do.
I want to learn about business.
Money, duh. I mean, Alexa here seems to be having a good enough time with it.
Well, I pay Alexi, but really, Alexi works for me because he owes me still.
I mean, yeah, whatever. Owes, pays, blah, blah, blah. Like, Alexa was telling me a little bit about this. Seemed like a good little gig. A little side hustle.
I normally don't just let anyone in. There's a reason why I only let people who owe me in. So if you want me to do something for you, and in exchange you become one of my dealers, that I can get behind.
What kind of stuff do you do?
You see him cock a half smile, and you get to see a little bit more of the face. He seems to be some sort of... He looks Asian, but like maybe half. I'm able to do a lot of things. Need a new name, passport, stuff like that's easy. I could also get you a nice ranch out in Texas, get you your own private jet. I got a lot of cash at my disposal. But really, sky's the limit with your imagination. With enough time, I could maybe do anything.
I know a man like that.
You got a sugar daddy, what do you need me for?
I don't think he's accepted it yet.
Well, maybe I could help with that too. Any rivals? I can get rid of them for you.
Never. I enjoy rivals. They're not really rivals. We're friends.
That's a good outlook to have. Me, I'm not so nice. Someone's stepping to me and trying to take what I have. And he pulls out his hand from the pocket. And you see his hand now, that same tan complexion. And he balls his fist, and you could see the veins begin to move under the skin. Crush them. Let's say you're backing the right horse about this, then.
You see, that's what I want. Crush my enemies. Financially, physically, whatever. I want to be stronger than people, faster than people, smarter than people, have more resources than people. I want it all.
And he chuckles at that. Now you're speaking my language, Uma. Are you getting closer at this point, Minerva?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll that stealth right now, and I'm gonna go ahead and roll this person a wits awareness.
Oh, so it's just stealth?
Dexterity stealth.
Oh, okay, so I roll 2 die.
Oh, this person has 2 dice.
I didn't want to do that because I only have 3.
We lost so. Who did we lose?
4. Leon again.
Well, 2 dots for that specific thing. You don't know what. Roll, Darby.
Critical success on one. Bestial failure on the other.
They got...
Ah,
Can I get an oof in the chat room, please?
That is... And on their end, a bestial success.
Oh my god.
I get an
A
oof in
bestial
the
shit
chat
crit.
room.
Sire and child mirroring each other.
You step out, Minerva, and you're walking slowly, and you aren't looking down. You look, and you... Recognition. This is the person you were talking about. And right then, you step on an abandoned beer bottle and crush it underfoot. Your new strength still not used to it. And you panic for a moment. We're gonna have you roll in a moment for your panic to see if you go into like a compulsion. But he looks around and he sees Minerva. And that hand that was just out, he punches the brick wall behind him, and you see it physically crack and crumble a little bit.
can I start reacting to this?
Yeah, so now all of you have a brief reaction as he's starting to say, "A trick! You're all gonna fucking die right now."
You're the one who killed me!
You yell that out loud.
Uh-huh.
He just cocks his head at you. There's not initiative in Vampires the Masquerade.
I mean, I was gonna ask, does he look like he's suspicious of everyone here? But it sounds like yes. So before action really starts, I want to draw my knife and just like drag it across my forearm so that it has a little bit of my blood on it before preparing to jump into combat.
Okay. Do you
Question.
need to make a rouse check for that?
No, I mean, I'm not doing a ritual yet. This is just I have to get my blood on someone to use a ritual. So this is me preparing for that event.
Got it. DJ Green, go ahead and make me Wits Awareness plus the dice you add to it for your thingy.
Yeah.
This is a little far off, but not terribly.
I have an important question.
Yes.
So I had a technology fail the moment you said, now you're speaking my language, Uma. What exactly happened? The reason why I'm asking is because I have rapid reflexes and fleetness.
Okay. So what happened was, as he said, now you're speaking my language, and he was about to say something else, Minerva crunched a beer bottle while stealthing and fully, was revealed to this person.
Okay, so can I use fleetness to attempt to hold this man and be like, whoa, dude, I don't know anything about who this is. Like, what are you on about?
Okay, fleetness. I don't know if there is grappling in vampires, so I'll say you can... Yeah, okay, so this would essentially be grappling.
I mean, it looks like I add celerity to non-combat dex tests, and...
So, you restrain a foe by rolling strength plus brawl. I will allow you to substitute strength with dexterity instead, just of how fast you're pulling him back. But it's still going to be...
Loki, can I have strength instead?
That works. If you want to... Because if you're trying to hold him back, you got to roll strength brawl.
Okay, strength brawl, and then can I add my 2 dice in celerity, please? Is that...
I'll say yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right. He's also going to roll. So.
I rolled 4 successes on my heightened awareness.
Roll 4 successes. You hear something going down.
Cool. You want to know what I spent my most recent experience on?
What?
Getting the next tier of celerity. So I'd like to rouse my blood and use blink to travel 50 meters and still have enough time to take an action. I want to
Am I being told
We're
this?
gonna resolve that after the strength brawl. Which
Okay.
he adds.
That is 4 successes.
Rolling for him. Jesus Christ. That is also 4 successes. I'm gonna say you do manage to hold him back for now, but he will break out on the next turn. So he's not immediately gonna run at Minerva yet.
Got it. Yeah, and she'll grapple him and be like, "Whoa, like, hey, dude, I don't know who that is, but like, keep your bullshit out of our business."
If she's not with you, then let me go snap her neck really quick.
It's not the
and
first time you did it.
Listen,
And
you
with
don't need to
that-
snap the neck of some random.
With that is when DJ manages to flit quickly onto the scene.
Sick. So DJ literally just like there's like this huge gust of wind, and DJ is now standing behind Aurora. And I mean, I didn't bring actions, so I'll just pull out consequences, which is the silver gun.
Oh.
Have it out. I won't like point it at anyone. I'll just have it on me.
Okay.
I'm going to hope that DJ will understand the look that I'm going to give him and act afraid at the situation.
I'll roll insight, I suppose.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and go give me a insight roll with wits.
Wits and insight. Okay, that's 3 successes. So, what are you trying to get across with this?
Pretend to threaten me so that they think that you're on their side and we don't know what's happening. Because it's just me and Uma, basically.
I think it would be better if you roll, instead of that, Aurora, why don't you go ahead and roll me a charisma and let's say this subterfuge.
Alright, my charisma is 4, my subterfuge is... Where's my subterfuge? 2, 6, okay. That is 5 successes.
5 successes. Okay. Yeah, he's like, fucker, let me go and I'll deal with this.
We can just go. I thought you were fast. I thought you were strong. We can just go.
Uma's still holding him back, and he says, let me go or I'll make you let me go and deal with this.
Crap. I will let him go.
Could I have maybe like driven the car over by this time? I wasn't alerted to what happened, but I did see DJ fly out of the driver's seat.
You'll be able to drive over right after he takes his next action.
Okay.
Wait.
He's going to.
Can I let him go and then dash him over the back of head? Like, can I brawl? Can I brawl?
Totally an option.
All right, if you brawl, he's going to brawl back, and he might inflict damage on you if you don't. Okay. Strength brawling.
I don't suppose my celerity gives me any bonuses again.
Not to brawling. That's more for.
Okay, no worries. We'll just roll with it.
I need another die. Actually, I need 2 more dice.
Did it roll? Did it not?
Roll 20.
Oh, fuck. It did.
It's not showing up for me. What does it say?
It bestial failure and a messy critical.
Oh, that is an important thing to note. I did get a bestial success on my rouse check, so I do get hungrier.
Good to know.
Yeah, I also gained hunger. I did that.
I also gained hunger.
Nice.
So if you got how many
y'all
successes
getting hungry?
total was that, Uma?
Pardon?
How many successes total was that, since it's a contested check?
So that is if I get a 10, do they count as 2?
Only if you rolled 2 10s. You got to
Okay,
crit
so-
twice.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
4
You gotta
successes.
crit
Okay.
and
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
He did
Also
not
one
crit
failure,
on
so-
anything, but he got 6 total successes. So you're going to take, because of his lethal body ability, 3 superficial damage, which is halved to, I believe you round up. So you're going to take 2 damage.
2 superficial, got it.
Okay. Okay. You attempt to like punch him over the head, and you hit with the blow, and you realize, oh fuck, this dude's like physically it almost feels like he's wearing body armor, but he's clearly not wearing anything other than a hat. So he just turns around and punches you in the side.
Oh, ow.
Hey!
Dude, I don't
Now
know.
at this-
I don't know who that girl is. Leave her alone.
I'm gonna roll something for Alexi.
Yeah.
He's gonna roll to see who
Just
he's more
watching this
afraid of.
evolve.
Actually, no. You know what? You know what would be better to see who he's more afraid of. Why don't we give an intimidation roll for you and for the man in black?
All right, intimidation plus.
I feel like for you it's not
Composure?
manipulation. Yeah, for you
Composure?
it'll be composure. Oh fuck. Okay. Wow.
2 successes.
He got 4 successes, one of which was a 10 on his hunger die.
Ow.
And he just spits out to Alexi, "Help me kill them, or I have your head next." And Alexi's gonna join the fray.
Hey, don't be mean to her.
Alexi is a boy.
No, I mean to Uma, right? Because
Okay.
didn't Man in
Mhm.
Black
Yeah.
threaten?
Minerva,
feel
what
like
are you doing
the-
in this combat?
I want to run up and punch that dude in the face.
Okay,
No.
nail it. Strength brawl.
Yay! I do have. I forgot-
Actually, instead of getting up to him though, Alexi will step in your way, so you're gonna brawl Alexi. Much better for you, actually.
Okie dokie.
While that's happening, Uma's like screaming, like, "Don't! Just go away! Like, get away!" kind of a thing, you know?
I think the ship is
Killed
passed.
me. He has to pay. Minerva's like freaking the fuck out.
Understandable. Don't blame Minerva one bit.
Darby, what'd you roll for your successes?
The presumptuous that their success is brawl.
Yep.
Both of these are hunger die. Boop. Well, critical success on one of them.
Alright, he
It's got the
Still-
fancy symbol.
so a reminder for how crits work. You have to roll 2 crits and then they count as like 4 successes, as I believe how the book states it.
Okay.
So this
Um,
is 2.
No, that is technically
It's a
1.
Technically just 1. Okay. Do I get hungry?
Not while fighting. But what happens is as you come in to punch him, he just grabs your wrist and just like, he doesn't punch you, but he's essentially like with his long fingernails clawing your wrists, and you're gonna take 1 point of superficial damage.
Okay.
Malcolm, by this point you have driven here, and you're on the scene. If there's anything in particular you like to do, or do you just want to watch?
How's it looking for the folks? We holding up okay, or is it looking rough?
I'm about
It's
to enter
2
the
on
fray, and I assume
4,
DJ is,
so I
too.
think you're pretty you don't need to, you don't necessarily feel an urgent need.
I'll hold off for now. I'll see if they can handle it themselves. Mostly because narratively we haven't had a good fight yet, and I don't want to ruin our first chance of a good fight. So go on.
Aurora, are you joining the fray, or are you just hanging back?
Let's see what I can even do. I have rapid reflexes. I don't know. I'm
That's
going
for dodging bullet fire. So
Okay, I'm going to try to just protect Minerva,
Okay.
like as a
Uh,
reaction. I don't know if that works in this
so
Vampire the Masquerade game.
You can take an action to protect Minerva, but before that, we're going to resolve what Dustin does. Since you've caught up now, Dustin, and you've got your weapon with blood on it.
Well, yeah, I was gonna ask. I only do like one thing a turn, right?
Usually, it's just one contest, and then yeah.
Yeah. Then I think I have the knife out, but he always like wields that left-handed, and right-handed pulled the gun, props it up against the hand with the knife, and because he was hoping that Alexei wouldn't jump into this, but now that he is, first thing he's got to do is protect Minerva, and so he's opening fire as he just like confidently marches toward him. He's not
shooting at Alexei?
slowing down. Yeah.
All right, make a dexterity firearms roll. Alexei suffers a penalty to dodging them, so he gets 1 die. Which he fails at, so he's just going to take the full damage of whatever you roll.
I got 3 successes.
Alright, so bullets are superficial damage to Kindred, so it is halved. But you're using a firearm, so it actually adds the firearm. What type of firearm is it?
Handgun.
Just a regular
Actually,
handgun?
I mean, it's whatever I could got from Malcolm, but I assume it's just like a heavy-ish handgun. I don't know what the classifications are here.
So that's going to add an additional... Well, light gunshots add 2 damage value, so you're going to do 5 damage to him. And then it's halves. So is that much superficial damage?
Hooray. Yeah. I do want to emphasize I am like basically getting within melee range of him now, but this is the most effective method to do damage on the way there.
Okay. Awesome. You shoot him, and Alexei like just essentially stops attacking Minerva and turns towards you.
Excellent.
Okay. DJ, what are you doing now? You've got your gun out.
Yeah, if I mean, I think I will. Interesting. I don't know. DJ doesn't overly want to aggress. I mean,
hey, if I get beaten to a pulp, I get beaten to a pulp. That was my choice. Y'all don't have to get into it.
I am going to
We're getting into
interpose myself between Uma and this person, and I would just like to use fleetness, celerity to interpose myself in between Uma and this person, and just go, not the one, bro. So I guess.
All right, are you gonna take anything against him, or are you gonna like? Because he'll just attack. If you're doing that, he's just gonna attack you next.
Fine.
DJ, move!
No. So yeah, I'll just I'll slide front and take at least 1 attack with fleetness. That is a critical failure on my rouse check though, so I gain 2 hunger.
Awesome.
Cool.
Oh fuck.
He's gaining hunger as well. In fact, he's going to... I feel like it's been around time for him to go next. He's gonna just attempt to start beating the shit out of you with his brawl. Yeah. So, and then 1 more for that. Shit. Go ahead and roll against. Because he's brawling you, you roll strength brawl as well.
Me or D?
DJ.
Okay. Brawl and athletics, you said? Is it brawl and athletics, you said?
Yes.
Cool.
Brawl and strength, I mean.
Oh, okay. Word.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Wow, that is a terrible roll. That is 1 success on 5 dice.
Oh, fuck.
Oof.
All right, you're gonna take 5 superficial damage, halved to Mark 2.
Cool.
Yeah, this dude, like, you're kindred, so this doesn't really affect you that much. But his fists feel like you're getting hit with like a tire iron, as he's essentially like gone in a boxing stance and he's just fucking punching you in the face now. That's his turn. Uma, what are you doing? And then we're gonna go to Minerva.
I am shoving DJ out of the way because Uma is upset on multiple levels. The man in black has always been someone who has preyed on the innocent and the meek, and then Minerva showed up, and she's definitely feeling her clan bane right now. So she is going to shove DJ out of harm's way and attempt to beat up the man in black again.
I'm gonna give you an extra die because of your clan bane right now. Normally it works against you, but in this instance I feel like it's fueling you.
Thank you. Yes.
Is this another strength brawl then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That
You rolled
like,
a lot of dice for this.
Looks like 3.
That's like this is yeah.
Keeps rolling pretty well.
Mm.
You got 5 successes, so you're going to take another 1 point of superficial damage.
Okay.
He's more so than the fact that his fists hurt. Every blow you hit against him, even with your kindred strength, his body just feels as hard as iron. You would know, since you know vampire lore, this person's certainly using potence and fortitude as disciplines.
Hmm.
And they made a Tremere? That's weird.
Yeah, I definitely have 1 dot in fortitude, but I think that's already added to my health, so I don't think I can do anything further with that. But I'm gonna be like, why don't you leave the girl alone? Why don't you just stay with me? Just you and me.
Oh, don't worry. None of you are getting out alive. Minerva, it is your turn, though. The Alexi aggro has been pulled off of you by Dustin.
Okay.
I think you would say stay out of the fight, but I imagine she's not listening.
I don't think she doesn't seem to hear you. I think she is going to run towards the person in all black, just like balling up her fist. Like you said, Alexi like dug his nails in.
Yeah, so your wrists are like leaking a little bit of vitae.
Is she bleeding? Yeah, she's gonna like, I guess, because she's like balling her fist so hard, like it fills her palm a little bit, and she's gonna try and punch this dude. Is it possible for her to activate corrosive vitae?
I will say yes. You flavor it as a punch.
Yeah, and she just like tries to smack him, but even if she misses, like blood is going to get onto him.
Yeah. So
I believe I have to make a rouse check.
Yeah. So we're just gonna resolve corrosive vitae because I don't know what your strength score is or your brawl score.
Bad.
So we're just gonna be as if you're using corrosive vitae.
Cool.
So roll the rouse check.
Remind me how one does that.
Roll a d10.
Just a d10?
Yep.
That's it.
That looks like a success. It's got the little tinkle dingle longle.
All right.
The what?
The
what?
All you need is
Dingle
not a
dingle.
crit fit. All you need is not a failure.
Dingle lingle longle.
The line between Darby and Minerva is
Paper thin.
So The thing about corrosive vitae is that is technically there are no stats for it doing damage. All it does is it melts inanimate objects.
Mm-hmm. Can I
However,
get
his
in
clothes
his
are inanimate
face?
objects.
Well, it also says
So
like kindred flesh counts because
it says except kindred
Oh.
flesh. But you
Damn
know
it.
what? You do. Go ahead and make me another rouse check, actually, since you're going to be doing a lot.
Another success.
All right, good. You splash this vitae over him, and you see his clothes begin to sizzle, and his hat gets blown off by the blood. And you see this person's face now. If you had to estimate, like you estimated before, Asian and white mixed parentage, bit on the younger side, bit tanned.
Do I recognize him at all? Like from anything?
You don't recognize him, but I think you recognize. You probably recognize, like, this person probably has, like, some Filipino descent, some European descent, like, something like you all can generally get that vibe.
Oh. Minerva, as she's punching, is just, like, screaming, like, you did this to me! I had a life before you ended it! And I didn't even get to live it! You monster! She's just, like, wailing, like, doesn't, like, wailing both with her fists and her voice, just missing.
As you're doing this, DJ's close enough, probably, to see this, and Uma's not in the state of mind to pay attention to that right now. He just looks a little confused at these comments, and he just says, and he seems, like, immediately alarmed. You've all seen his face. He's going to attempt to dip out of here using the Potence ability that lets him jump really fucking far. So,
damn it.
Both DJ, Minerva will also get a chance, and Uma. All of you roll strength, and all of you just roll strength right now to try and catch him before he jumps.
Straight strength?
Straight strength, but because both of you have rapid reflexes on your celerity, add an additional die. He's rolling just strength plus his potence.
2 successes.
2, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So funny thing about this roll, I got a bestial crit and also a bestial fail.
Oh.
So I hit 5 hunger and have to resist a blood fury.
We'll do that in a moment, but how many total successes did you get here?
None.
But you got the crit too.
Or, well, the crit, so 1.
Okay, so he has to beat 3 with... He has to beat 3 with 6 dice.
Don't like my odds.
He also bestially crits, actually.
Bless the kid. Coming up in the world.
So he manages to jump away.
Damn it.
In fact, actually, this is how it happens. DJ, you come up at him to try and grab him, and he just fully grabs your face and just, like, claws like, his nails dig into your face and just takes a little bit out. You get angry and you try and grab him back, and you manage to claw him a little bit, but you don't manage to grab anything solid as your hands just get a little bit of his vitae under them as he jumps up and goes, like, a couple buildings over.
If they have a chance to react, could I try a reaction of the thing I was going to do? You tell me yes or no. I was going to throw my knife at him.
Go ahead and make a... Okay, for thrown weapons. Yeah, this can be the this will be as he's jumping away. Dexterity, athletics.
Ah, all right.
And he's rolling a dexterity and athletics himself.
Only got one success.
Well, he might biff this, so he got one success as well. So I'm going to say the knife does cut him, but it doesn't do any
Okay.
damage.
I mean, it just has to touch his skin even a little bit, so.
It does do so, but he doesn't take any damage from the knife itself.
Perfect.
Okay. He jumps over the building as you all catch your breath. Alexi's looking around at all of you. Uma and DJ, both of you roll to resist a frenzy right now.
Fuck.
Coolio. That's a willpower roll, correct?
On roll
Succeeded.
20, there's a button that just does it for you.
Cool.
4 successes.
4 successes. I believe that'll be fine because you only have to roll against your
Wow.
dexterity.
Do.
I am strong of willed.
As am I.
And I am dumb of ass. Minerva is very human-like right now.
DJ, what'd you get?
It should be in the Roll20 chat.
6 successes.
There you go.
It's taking both of you all of your willpower not to turn to Alexi and rip him apart for helping him get away.
Uma falls to her knees and punches the ground and goes, Alexi, get away!
He runs.
And you, Minerva, what were you thinking?
Yeah, Dustin's gonna stand between her and Uma. Not like in an aggressive way, but almost in like, there's a raptor in front of you kind of way. It's like, hey.
There's a
We're
raptor
like,
in front of her right
calm
now.
Blue. I think
What would
bit.
I have
Like,
done?
hey.
What? Do you have any idea what would have happened if you had gotten hurt?
I think Minerva is on the ground just as soon as this person jumped away. Sort of curled up and is like hands on head, just kind of rocking back and forth a little bit and like heavily breathing.
Mallard, can I say that kind of snaps me out of it?
Yeah, I feel like
Is
that
that
would.
fair?
That would.
And I immediately drop any kind of blind rage, and immediately lie next to Minerva and very gently stroke her head and go, it's okay. You're safe now. I'm sorry. You're very important to me. That's all.
I'm going to walk towards DJ just to see how he's doing.
So because of my clan bane, I actually do not have 6 successes. I have 4 because it's harder for Bruja to resist frenzy. So I think as you approach, DJ doesn't say anything, but when he turns and looks at you, there is just a look of pure hatred, almost like his eyes are like white hot coals, and you'd swear he was like a foot taller and the fangs are more visible. And he turns to you, and he says, "Not the time." And I'd like to leave.
You can do so.
Yeah, I'll just use blink and just down a street.
Got it. That didn't go as well as we thought.
Fuck.
Well, he didn't get away scot clear. I might have an option.
I offer my hand to both. If you're both still on like the ground, I offer my hands to both Minerva and Uma to help them stand up.
I think Minerva is just crying a little bit and just saying, I want to go home. I just want to go home. I just want to go home. And just as she's standing up.
I understand. It's hard. But you got us now, so for better or for worse.
Could we stop by home? I just this has
Yeah.
been a lot.
Yeah, I'll take you. It's okay.
Gonna give Uma a once over to make sure she's good. I don't know if you want me to roll anything for that, but just
Yeah, you're right. I am a little beat up, I suppose.
oh no, I meant more like, is she still good? Like too hungry to function or not?
Uma is at hunger 3, so like next session I'll probably resolve that. And she's only taken like 3 superficial, so she's okay.
So, all right, but try and get back. It's safer in the compound.
Yeah. Thank you. She kind of looks at everyone. I'm sorry.
Might have still got him. Dustin would go back to the car. If Malcolm doesn't engage him, he's not really thinking about Malcolm at the moment. And go to his ritual supplies that he just keeps in the back of the cars. And I would like to do 2 rituals.
What's the first one?
I can't decide if I want the more important one first. Yeah, we'll do the first one is eliminate trail of prey. The same one he did a few sessions ago.
All right, roll me a ritual roll.
And she's trying to remember exactly how to do that one. It's blood sorcery plus. This one was different. I think it was survival.
Rituals are a roll of. Let's just go back to it and read it. To perform a ritual, rouse check. First, you require a rouse check, and then intelligence and blood sorcery.
Okay. So rouse check.
And for eliminate the prey, you have to make an intelligence plus survival roll, I think.
I think that's after the ritual, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
So I
after
failed the rouse check.
Or not. So you get hungrier.
Yeah. But then so I'm just doing the actual ritual roll. But I got a whole lot of successes on the ritual.
How many?
1, 2, 3,
Was it
4,
more than
5
3?
of them.
Got it. Perfect. You succeed, and you do see his path for the next 24 hours, for the last 24 hours.
Yeah. Although that's going to depend on yet a third roll, but not important, because as soon as I have that secured and I can like look and see his path in the distance, I'm going to do the other ritual before I head out.
What's the other ritual?
Dustin takes out a fine encrusted dagger. It's not really like a combat dagger, so he doesn't keep it on him.
To be clear, you can't do Dagon's Call until an hour has passed.
Yeah. He's going to sit there with it open, and he's going to look around. It's like, so now we wait until I can maybe explode this man from the inside out and find his corpse.
Okay. Reminder that this is superficial damage for Kindred. But you can
Just to
do
slow
it
him down.
multiple times. Yeah, that's true. He'll have to stop and rest.
I guess knowing that, I might start just slowly following him. Same line now.
You want to immediately start following him because you have this track for the rest of the night.
Yeah, it's slow. I'm not rushing.
You guys still have the car.
Seems like y'all need to get back home. But
We can split up.
Indeed. Leave the bloodhound on the trail with whoever feels like following. Take the rest of you home to get some rest.
apologies for making you drive.
Not a problem. I wouldn't mind clearing my head.
Is it still okay that we go back to my apartment for a bit so I can grab my stuff?
Longer drive sounds like more time to think. That's perfectly fine.
Okay, so DJ went off. Uma also went off. So it's Aurora,
Wait, did I?
Minerva. Didn't you say you were gonna leave to go to your place?
No, I was assuring Minerva that I would take her, but I haven't left. If Dustin is going to continue to pursue the prey, I'm going to go with Dustin, and I will
Okay.
trust that Malcolm will take care of Minerva.
So Malcolm, Aurora, and Minerva go to Minerva's apartment.
Wait,
We're gonna resolve
aren't you
that
wounded?
scene.
Are you not hurt, Uma?
3 superficial. That's not super hurt.
If you insist you're alright, then I won't pry, but
I'm pretty tough.
Are
so
you
I've
sure?
seen.
I have bandages at home. I'm really sorry.
You do not need to be sorry. This is why I exist, because people like him need to be stopped. I won't be able to rest until I stop him. This isn't your fault.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna resolve the chase and what DJ is doing to feed. Probably next session. So we're just gonna close with the scene in the apartment with Malcolm, Aurora, and Minerva. The 3 of you take a really short ride. Actually, it's relatively close by. You pull into the small. They're actually his apartment looks pretty shitty. Definitely appropriate for a student. You pull in. Do you all get out of the car, or
I'll walk with her.
Why not?
okay? The 3 of you get out of the car and go up. Minerva, why don't you describe what your apartment looks like?
Okay. Pretty. The inside of the apartment looks almost as bad as the outside. It's kind of like a shithole. You know, she opens the door. The door frame looks kind of beat up. Come in. The living room is sort of sparse. There's a couple chairs. There's really cheap IKEA chairs over this kind of nice big sizable rug. There's a couple other doors leading off, one to presumably a bedroom. There's one that leads to a kitchen, and yeah, otherwise there's not much there. There's a side table, maybe. Kind of looks like a poor college student's dorm. There's a shitty Amazon tapestry on the wall. Do you mind waiting? You can sit if you want. If you want to wait over there, I just took grab stuff from my bedroom. It's really messy.
Don't.
You'll not be too long, but go ahead.
Take your time.
Do you both walk onto the carpet?
Sure, I don't see why not.
Okay.
You're here to fuck with us, huh?
Figured that was a rake. I'm gonna step on it anyway.
Yeah, your characters have no reason not to.
As soon as you both step onto the rug, Minerva's entire demeanor is just going to calm and relax and smile. Makes things so much easier.
I get it.
Well, I'm not sure you really do, to be honest. But that's okay.
No, I kind of get what the change that you've. I'm not blind, Minerva. You're a really great actress.
Ah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Took some classes when I was young. But, all good things must come to an end. It's really such a shame that you never got to see or use that ritual. It really kind of to my benefit anyways. Minerva's gonna walk over to, like, a cabinet and pull out this crossbow. Load it with a stake.
Great.
So, yeah. I guess this is it. You're really not gonna come back from this if I shoot you with this, and your friends
already-
are kind of long gone.
You already know that.
Well, this one, regardless of any kindred's proclivities, or weaknesses, really, will end in complete death. It's the wonderful thing about blood rituals. You can kind of just learn them whenever. But it was lovely meeting you.
It was.
I wish
I think
you
you
a good
deserve
rest.
that. But you deserve it. You did so well.
Thank you. Is that how
I'm sorry.
people...
Can we kill the charade at this point? This is tiring.
Sure.
Sure. And Minerva's just gonna fire at Aurora. With this
Wait, you're firing at Aurora or Malcolm? You
Doesn't matter. You're hitting
No,
Malcolm.
Matt.
I'm pressing myself into your arm.
Okay. As this stake unleashes from the crossbow, Malcolm, you quickly just pull Aurora behind you. We're gonna still have to roll for the stake itself. Go ahead and roll me a dexterity athletics.
Hold on. I have at least 2 dice in that.
Come on, this is what he blackmails me for. You making him roll it?
Did that roll properly? I don't think it did.
I don't see any.
Why is my roll 20 not showing me the chat window?
It doesn't like you at all.
It doesn't.
It's lagging today real bad.
Oh, I got it. I didn't get any successes.
2 failures.
Turns out I'm old.
The stake hits you in the chest. Minerva, you also have to roll a dexterity and firearms.
I do. But I get 3 extra dice.
A lot of dice.
That is what this does.
And dex. Two successes.
2
0.
successes. Is here. Stake hits you in the chest, Malcolm, and it hurts, but it doesn't immediately send you into torpor. Reacting quickly, you pull and you just pull it out. It snaps off. And you look down. And you're brought to your knees as agony fills you. You feel fire burning in your chest. Aurora, you see the stake itself beginning to inch its way deeper into Malcolm's chest. You don't know exactly how long you have, Malcolm.
Can I try to take it out?
There is a way to take it out. It is a process of 4 hours, and you need to get someplace first. Minerva, you noticed the stake did not happen immediately. Do you stay?
I think Minerva just sighs. Like pulls out her phone, looks at her watch. Well, it'll get to you eventually.
I make you roll a thing before you get it get too far away.
Sure.
Cool. Let me make sure I know what the right pool is for it. I think it's I need you to roll composure plus resolve. I'm gonna dread gaze you.
Okie dokie.
Turn in the Minerva gay.
It
Make
was
you dread
what
the
plus
gaze.
composure?
Resolve, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Resolve composure versus my charisma and presence,
Okie dokie.
which gives me 3 die. Pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah. And a messy crit with 3 successes.
Ooh.
Awesome.
So remind me crits again. I need 2 of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so then this is just 3.
The messy
die?
critical is going to take precedence here.
In that case, whatever your plan was, Malcolm doesn't rise from the knee, but looks up at you. There is a complete glare of crimson in his eyes. Wait. At least honor an old man and tell me who put you up to this. Typing.
Who else? But Velena. There are other purposes in the city, other forces moving here that your group, your coterie, was just kind of nosing into.
And any threat too large is one that can't be allowed to suffice. Erroneous factors to be removed. What do you know? She gets it.
An unfortunate truth, I suppose.
One we all learn eventually.
Maybe.
I
Maybe not.
admire you, Poppet. It's hard to play a good lapdog.
What can I say? I really only care about a couple things. Science, really. But all experiments must end, right?
I suppose they do. And now we see the results, yes?
Your experiment ends.
Does it?
In a couple minutes.
The
I'm gonna
wonderful
go
thing
now.
about
Leave.
influence.
Minerva.
I bid you adieu. Hope to see you never.
You won't.
See you. It'll be too soon. Now leave.
Minerva is going to crunch a mirror in her hand and then fade through the floor.
Aurora.
Yep. I'm going to try to carry Malcolm and call like literally anybody on my phone to, pick us up and get us to the mansion.
The car is still.
I'll drive.
Cars. Okay. You actually pull out Malcolm's phone. You just hit 1 and it immediately dials the Valkyries.
Yeah.
Within a process that takes 3 minutes, Malcolm is back home. They broke over 100 on the freeway.
Yeah. And I'm just standing there trying to figure out how to
To take out the stake, you need to make a medicine plus dexterity roll.
Okay.
The difficulty of this is 6.
You can use your willpower to re-roll failed dice.
That is correct.
medicine and
In
intelligence.
addition, it's medicine and dexterity, actually, since this is directly surgery.
Okay, I only have 2 for that.
In this case, because of you brought him to sanitary conditions in his house, and you have the Valkyries, you can roll 3 additional dice, meaning you're going to have to crit at least once to succeed.
So I have 2 dexterity, and then so 3. So I have 5, right? You said?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then what is it you said that I needed to
You need
roll?
a crit.
At least 1 crit, and then the rest have to all be successes at least.
So I have the successes. I didn't crit. Can I
You
use
have
burn
5
my willpower?
successes.
I did.
You can burn willpower to reroll any number of dice.
Okay. I'm going to try and reroll one of them to try and get a crit, I guess.
Go for it.
So I'm going to burn 1 willpower. That's a fail. I'm going to burn another one.
I'm going to let you burn a willpower a total of 3 times. So you got 2 more rerolls.
Okay. That one didn't work. I'll do one last time.
Darling,
No.
darling,
No.
Aurora.
I got my crit.
What?
I got my crit.
Finish what you were saying, Malcolm, please.
This. It's alright if this happens, you know that, right?
It's not okay. How are you so old and so smart that you cannot see how this is not okay?
Your frustration is understandable. Your rage palpable. This is a lot bigger than you. Arguably bigger than me.
I refuse to back down. Do you understand that?
And while I disagree, I have never pretended to command you. Do what you feel is right.
With that, Aurora, you get the crude surgery tools you have, the set of forceps. You grip tight onto where you know that you can't even let a splinter remain. And as you pull out, Malcolm, you feel agony, almost as if a spear was pulled through your chest.
That
But
bayonet
the
there
shard
once.
is
That's
out.
more feeling.
The shard is out. You
Hmm.
pass out, Malcolm, but still breathing.
I break down and cry on top of Malcolm. And I know he's passed out. So I say, you dumbass, I came here for you.
And with that, we're going to end tonight's episode. Playing the ever evil Darby, why don't you go ahead and do your outro first?
Hello, hi, my name is Darby, otherwise known as Chaotic Darby. I'm a TTRPG player, streamer, possum, and all-around menace on the internet. I have been playing Minerva, your Tremere version of a Minerva that doesn't really care about people, isn't quite human, and has been experimenting with things and doing stuff. Yes, when I'm not here, you can find me on Friday. You can find me on Weave the Tale. We're going to be doing session 0 of our sleepaway game live, showing you like how we're building our characters and stuff like that. It's gonna be a fun time. You can also catch me Wednesday on Girls Run These Worlds, playing in a D&D 5th edition game called Roll for Luck. In any case, that is me. So
Continuing on, Foxy, how about you go ahead and do next?
Hey, folks, it's me, Young Foxy, aka Big Foxy, also known as favorite Fox Philly's finest. I'm on Twitter sphere at I'm at Twitter sphere at Foxy Eternal. It's FOXXI. Eternal spelled the way it normally is. I dunk on right wingers. I slay fascists. I have a fantastic time doing it. Tonight I've been Malcolm Duvernay, Toreador Savant, art connoisseur, and artist consumer, who clearly almost fucking died tonight, but didn't. So I guess we'll figure out what that means going forward. Next place you'll see me here on the internet is right here on Neon Lights tomorrow for another episode of Frozen Rain. Our Lancer campaign is going to be incredible. After that, you'll see a recorded version of my face back here again on Wednesday for Stardust Ghosts. Fantastic episode of that coming up. Don't miss it. You won't see me here Thursday, but there will be cool Neon Light stuff. You will see me here Friday for the finale of Under Twilight Skies, our charity Armor Aster campaign. And then I'll be off for the weekend, and then I'll be back in your faces sometime soon. It's been a fantastic time. You've all been wonderful and amazing, and I will see you all in the very near future. Have a wonderful night.
Hey, hit us with your outro.
Hello, Twitch. My name is Tate Washburn. You can find me at Terrific Tate, actually, now that I have changed it. I almost did the old one. Tate the Terrific. That's the one. Haha, Tate the Terrific. That's the thing. I mostly do a bunch of memes and writing thoughts and advice and tabletop, but it's really not that impressive compared to this channel's Twitter. Neon Lights Our Play, where we announce new games. We have some excellent artists and jokesters on our staff that make that an eminently more entertaining Twitter to follow. I love following it myself. Or you can go to our Discord, where we also meme a bunch and get on live chat, and it's also where we pick up players for stuff. You should definitely follow us there so you know what's happening on the channel. Anyways, I have been Dustin today, and yeah, that was a great episode.
Liza coming up next.
Yo, I'm Glyza, I go by they, them. I'm a person of many hats. I'm a podcast host. I am a writer. I'm a variety streamer. I'm a talk show host of a show called Trial Run. It's a show where I interview different TTRPG personalities, creators, players, GMs, and everything else in between. I create a character with them and run them through a quick one-shot. Speaking of TTRPG personalities, I'm one as well. To see all the stuff that I'm in, you can go ahead and check out bio.link/classical Glyza to see wherever you can find me, or just look for me on @classical Glyza on the internet, especially on Twitter, because I do make all of my announcements there. And you should always follow me on there anyway, because I'm trying to reach 4,000. I don't know. Today I played Aurora Babylon. Trying to be fun. Next, please.
D.
Hello, my lovely creatures of the dark. My name is D, and tonight I have been bringing you the chaotic disaster that is called DJ Green. But I, myself, am a voice actor, streamer, musician, professional goofball on the fucking internet. You can follow me so we can talk shop at twitter.com/itstheriddler. And I also stream under the same handle. You should come hang out, join the question circle, and find the edge of your understanding and jump. It's a fun thing to do.
All right. Leona, please go ahead.
Hello, my name is Leona. You can find me on Twitter @TheLeonaMaple. That's the best place to find me, follow me, and keep up with what on earth it is that I am doing. I don't know the next place you'll find me, so again, follow me on Twitter. And I have been playing Uma tonight.
And that brings us to me, the storyteller. I'm Milan, also known as Mallard on the internet. You can find me as twitter.com/MallardMan_, and just follow that link for everything you need. We'll keep the outro short and brief tonight. Thank you all for joining us.
And thank you to Darby.
Yes.
Yay. What
Our
a
first guest.
The last one with this, right? I'm not gonna talk the next one.
We get one guest on and they almost fucking kill somebody.
I promise not all of them will be like that.
This is why we can't have nice things.
You promised that now. That's just to keep our guard down.
Nice things.
Listen, they approached me with this idea. I didn't initiate this at all.
I know.
Yeah. Anyways, we should head out.
Okay,
Bye.
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 Night.
See you guys. Goodbye.
Blue.